Forget the strict rules, forget the perfect plates. The truth about your diet is more forgiving than you have been told. Welcome to a realistic look at wellness. This is the ultimate guide for the busy person who has slipped up. It fits perfectly into the messy reality of life and delivers genuine understanding. Let us be honest. Maintaining a perfect clean eating regimen in your 20s, 30s, and 40s can feel like an impossible tightrope walk. Your schedule is erratic, your willpower is finite. The thought of a single off-plan meal can fill you with dread and a sense of failure. Your schedule is erratic, your willpower is finite. The thought of a single off-plan meal can fill you with... But life is different. It is the most persistent reminder that you are human. You do not need a degree in nutrition or a spotless food diary to be healthy. You just need perspective and kindness. This is a conversation that meets you right where you are, no matter what you ate yesterday. Now, you might be thinking, if I stop eating clean for a day or a week, have I ruined everything? The answer is a reassuring and calm no. Not even close. Your body is a resilient, adaptive system, not a fragile vase. Think of it as a robust ship designed to weather storms, not a paper boat that sinks with one wave. Unlike the fear-based messaging, your health is not defined by a single meal or even a single weekend. It is defined by the patterns you keep over months and years. For men and women building careers and families, when stress and convenience often dictate choices, this long-term view is an absolute game changer. It helps manage anxiety around food, prevents a cycle of guilt and restriction, and builds a sustainable relationship with eating that feels peaceful and maintainable. So what actually happens inside you when you step away from a strict clean eating plan for a short time? The first changes are often about water, not fat. When you consume more processed foods, which are typically higher in sodium and refined carbohydrates, your body holds on to more water to maintain a proper fluid balance. This is why you might feel bloated or see a higher number on the scale the next morning. It is not true fat gain. It is a temporary shift in water retention that will normalize as you return to your usual patterns. Similarly, if your indulgent foods were lower in fiber, you might experience slower digestion or constipation. This is a mechanical effect, not a moral failing. Your gut is simply adjusting to a different input, and it will recalibrate. Your energy levels might also change. After a meal high in refined sugars and low in protein and fiber, you are likely to experience a rapid spike in blood sugar followed by a sharp crash. This can leave you feeling sluggish, foggy, and irritable a few hours later. This is not your body punishing you. It is simply demonstrating in real time why a balanced plate with complex carbs, protein, and fat provides a more steady and reliable fuel source. It is a valuable lesson in how different foods make you feel, not a sentence you have to endure. But here is the most important part, the part that restrictive diets never mention. Your body does not store these occasional indulgences as permanent fat overnight. The process of converting excess calories to stored body fat is slow and inefficient, and it requires a sustained calorie surplus over time, not a single pizza night. One day or even 1 week of relaxed eating is a blip on the radar for your metabolism, which is designed to handle variability. It is the constant chronic overconsumption of highly processed, calorie-dense foods that leads to changes in body composition, not the occasional lapse from a clean diet. The psychological impact, however, can be far more immediate and damaging than any physical effect. This is where the real danger of all-or-nothing clean eating lies. When you view food through a lens of clean versus dirty, good versus bad, you set up a cycle of perfection and collapse. You eat a cookie, decide you have blown it, and then proceed to eat the entire box because Monday is a new start. This feast or famine mindset with food is more harmful to your long-term health than the cookie itself. It creates stress, shame, and an unhealthy relationship with eating that is hard to break. When you stop eating clean for a period, The greatest threat is not to your body, but to your own self-compassion and your ability to simply return to your normal habits without drama. The benefits of stepping off the clean eating hamster wheel do not stop at avoiding guilt, not by a long shot. It can be a profound mental reset. A planned break, or even an unplanned one met with grace, can shatter the rigidity that makes diets fail. It can reconnect you with the social and cultural joy of food, the birthday cake that celebrates a milestone, the pasta shared on a date night, the comfort food that soothes a hard day. These experiences nourish your soul, and soul nourishment is a non-negotiable part of true health. It releases the constant low-grade stress of monitoring every bite, which lowers cortisol, and may actually benefit your metabolism more than the perfect kale salad eaten in anxiety. You give yourself permission to be a flexible, adaptable person living a full life, not a prisoner to a dietary dogma. But wait, you say, how do I find balance without falling completely off track? This is where the magic of consistency over perfection truly shines. You do not have to commit to a lifetime of flawless eating. You can build a life of generally healthy habits with room for life to happen. The goal is not to eat clean every day, but to make more good choices than poor ones over the long run. If you eat 3 meals a day, that is 21 meals a week. If 18 of those are nutrient-dense, whole foods that make you feel strong and energized, the other 3 are not going to derail your health, your weight, or your worth. They are just meals. They are just meals. This flexible approach is what allows you to attend a party, travel, or have a hard week without triggering a total system collapse. And for the ultimate win, consider redefining your entire vocabulary around food. Imagine this. You stop using the words clean and dirty altogether. Instead, you think about foods in terms of what they do for you. Some foods are primarily for nourishment and fuel, like vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. Some foods are primarily for pleasure and connection, like shared desserts or favorite snacks. Most foods, like a hearty soup or a piece of good cheese, are a bit of both. When you remove the moral judgment, you can choose freely. You can have the nourishing salad for lunch because you want steady energy for your afternoon, and you can have the slice of pie after dinner because it tastes like happiness. This is not cheating, this is living with intelligence and intention. So, what are you waiting for? The path to a truly healthy relationship with food is not found in stricter rules, but in greater understanding and self-kindness. Release the guilt, embrace the flexibility, and trust in the resilience of your own amazing body. Eat well most of the time, enjoy yourself some of the time, and never let a single meal define your journey. Your health is a lifelong conversation, not a one-day test.